Before I start this video, I just want to say happy Thanksgiving to everyone out there. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and please enjoy some food, watch some football, and just enjoy it. What's going on, guys? Diggs Report here, back to another video, and today we are going over Week 13. 3 games for Thanksgiving. Let's get right into it. Alright, and our first game is going to be Green Bay taking on Detroit. Now, Green Bay took the first game in this division series, and they are in second place. Detroit is in third. They're both trying to chase the Chicago Bears. Didn't think I'd say that. Anyway, Detroit got a big news today with Frank Ragnow coming out of retirement and returning to them. Don't know when he's going to be back on the field, but Frank Ragnow might have been the best center in the NFL the last few years, so his loss was definitely felt. It's nice to have him back. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they got an easy win against Minnesota. They needed that. It really was necessary for this team. I am going to go Green Bay over Detroit on this one. I just think they're a little bit better than Detroit right now, but really, nothing would surprise me. Kansas City takes on Dallas. Dallas came back from a 21-0 deficit to beat the Philadelphia Eagles. Oh my goodness, what an amazing game that was. Dallas, that was truly amazing. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they're not out of it just yet, guys. Alright? They're not out of it after winning last week. They absolutely needed that win against the Colts. They got it in overtime. Now what? Kansas City kind of dominated that game, but it took a late drive for them to send it to overtime. Not really the best thing you want to look at when statistically they probably should have won by multiple scores. But I'm going to go with Kansas City over Dallas. I don't know if the Cowboys can make it 2 weeks in a row. Cincinnati takes on the Baltimore Ravens. For Baltimore, they now have first place in the AFC North, but the offense still doesn't look quite right. And I know a lot of people are thinking, oh, it's just Lamar being hurt. I don't think so. I think it's more the offensive line is just bad. I mean, they might have the worst guard duo out of anyone in the NFL. They're struggling to open up holes in the running game, and Lamar's pretty much not getting any time to throw, and because of him being injured, he doesn't have his regular speed that he can get out of there in a hurry. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they suffered a loss to the New England Patriots, and now Joe Burrow is coming back. Really? Really? He was supposed to be back until December, and you're bringing him back now when you are 3-8. You're essentially out of the playoff race, barring some miracle. I don't think this is the right move, and you already don't have Trey Hendrickson and T. Higgins playing. But yet I'm still going to go with Cincinnati. Call me crazy, but I'm just not trusting Baltimore right now. Just seems like it's going to hit the fans soon for them, and this might be the game. Chicago takes on Philadelphia. Philadelphia, not great against the Cowboys. Hopefully they can rebound quickly. Meanwhile, for the Chicago Bears, picking up the win against the Pittsburgh Steelers, that was big for them. They really did need that win to keep first place in the NFC North. They gotta pile the wins right now if they want to take that division. But I don't think it's going to happen this week. Give me Philadelphia. Rams taking on Carolina. For Carolina, what the heck? Why can't you be good in back-to-back weeks? After an amazing game against the Falcons, you lay an egg on Monday night against the 49ers. Seriously, this is bad. I mean, this is just bad. The fact that Carolina can't be consistent from week to week. It's annoying. It really is. And they had a chance. Because the Buccaneers lost. To the Rams, by the way. Now you're facing off against the Rams. You have Matthew Stafford, who is having the best season of his career. The Rams, right now, are the best team in the NFC. I am picking them over the Panthers, and I'm going to move on. Houston takes on Indianapolis. For Indianapolis, not good. Losing to the Kansas City Chiefs after the Houston Texans got more momentum after beating the Bills on Thursday. You have 10 days of rest. Yeah, this is pretty big for this division. I don't know if the Texans can really catch up with the Colts, but winning this game could go a long way to them fighting for that last playoff spot. And for the Colts, you got to get back on the winning streak, and you've got to just play better. I mean, it's about as simple as that. You've been shaky the last few weeks, and really starts with Daniel Jones. He can't keep relying on Jonathan Taylor. I think we've seen that the last few weeks. I'm still going to go with the Colts on this one. I don't know. I just feel like they're going to find a way to get it together. San Francisco taking on Cleveland. For Cleveland, how the heck does Shedeur Sanders have a QBR less than 10? How? He actually played solid. I don't get it. Some of those throws were really good, and I know a lot of those were short passes, but that deep pass that he threw to get them down to 1, I mean, that was a thing of beauty. So I'm really confused that now he's going to be starting again. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they just find ways to win games no matter what. They're still getting injured. However, they're still winning. I'm picking them over Cleveland. New Orleans takes on Miami. For New Orleans taking on Miami. For Miami, what the heck? I mean, this team is heating up right now. It's kind of crazy what's happened the last few games with the Dolphins, and really looking at their schedule, they could make some noise. I don't think it's going to be enough, but things could get scary for the AFC if the Dolphins can go on a run. And for the Saints, look, it's just a rough season for them. They have a lot to figure out. Give me the Dolphins over the Saints. Atlanta taking on the Jets. For Atlanta, I mean, Michael Penix, knee injuries, we knew that when they drafted him, and now with this latest knee injury, they may be rethinking things. I don't know what's going to happen there, but I also know they don't have their first-round pick. The Rams do. This is not good for the Falcons right now. And it's not good for the Jets either. It's just been a rough season for them. And against the Ravens, it was just more of the same with the Jets at this point. I'm going to go with the Falcons. Arizona taking on Tampa Bay. For Tampa Bay, they need a rebound, and they need one quickly. They got lucky the fact that Arizona taking on Tampa Bay. For Arizona, I just don't know at this point. I mean, I really don't. Looked like they were going to have a solid season, and it just fell off the edge of a cliff at this point. And it looks like Kyler Murray's not going to be the quarterback for the Cardinals much longer. He's not even playing right now. I don't know if he's ever going to play again in 2025. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they need some wins, and they need them fast. The Panthers are catching up to them, and they are lucky the Panthers laid an egg on Monday night. Just get the win against the Cardinals. I am picking the Buccaneers. Just get it done. Jacksonville takes on Tennessee. For Tennessee, get Cam Ward some help, because right now I can't tell if he's going to be good or not because he essentially has no one around him. Get him some help in the offseason. For the Jaguars, you have the final wildcard spot. Can you hold off the other teams that are chasing you? That is the question. Would be nice for them to get a win on the road against a division rival. I know the Titans have not been good this year, but it's always good to be a division rival. Just get it done, Jacksonville. Just get it done. Minnesota taking on Seattle. Seattle, they got a nice bounce-back win. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, J.J. McCarthy just has not looked good, and I get it. It's essentially his rookie year, but at the same time, we need to see improvement, and we're just not seeing that from McCarthy. If this keeps up, I don't even know if he makes it to next year at this point. I'm going to go with Seattle on this one. They've got to keep pace with the Rams. They'll have another chance at the Rams, but they've got to stack the wins until then. Buffalo takes on Pittsburgh. For Pittsburgh, it's now or never. Baltimore's caught up with you. You cannot lose any more games. For Buffalo, you cannot lose any more games. You are behind the Patriots. They've already beaten you. Okay? You are more than a game behind, and they've already beaten you. You have got to go on a run now. For this game, give me the Bills. Raiders taking on the Chargers. For the Raiders, I mean, I'm like a broken record at this point. It's just not a good year for the Raiders. There's not much more I need to say on that other than Chip Kelly is now gone as the offensive coordinator. Was the right move. Probably shouldn't have been hired in the first place. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they do have a wildcard spot right now, but they have to continue to stack wins. I know they've gotten hurt. It hasn't been great for them all year, but they have a wildcard spot. Just keep finding ways to win. Just give me the Chargers over the Raiders on this one. Sunday night, we have Denver taking on Washington. For Denver, they're winning games. It's not pretty, but they're winning. They have first place in the AFC West. They control their own destiny. Can they get it done? All right? Probably. but they have to be better. They cannot continue to just come alive in the fourth quarter. Meanwhile, for Washington, Jaden Daniels could be back soon. Don't know if he's going to be back this week, but it does look like he will be back at some point this year. And for Washington, it's just been a disappointing season, and sometimes that's just what happens. It's a team that still has growing to do, and this season just showed it. I'm going to go with the Broncos over the Commanders on this one. Finally, we have Monday night. Giants taking on the Patriots. For the Giants, thank goodness you fired your defensive coordinator. You blew 5 fourth-quarter leads in 2025. 5 fourth-quarter leads that have been blown this year. It was time to let him go. For the Patriots, they control their own destiny right now. They have the best record in the AFC, a fairly easy schedule, and it starts with the Giants. Just get it done, New England. I know it wasn't pretty against the Bengals last week, but you found a way to win. Put that aside and get the win against the Giants. And for the Giants, try to make this interesting. Just try. Maybe you can shock the Patriots again. Who knows? Alright guys, those were my picks for Week 13. Once again, happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Again, I hope you all have a tremendous day, and hopefully we get some good games. And as always, I'll see you guys next time.